JT Haynes joins us in the booth of the George Kell Motor Company, star of the game, and what a great job this guy does week in, week out, catching the football. A couple of phenomenal catches, 2 touchdowns, and that one catch that was simply unbelievable on the far side over there. Talk a little bit about those 2 touchdown plays and how important they were for us. You know, anytime you score, important, but talk about those plays a little bit.
I mean, man, we came out low. We had to get high second half.
Yeah.
Coach Bradley just told me, he was like, we got to take a shot.
There you go.
He was like, it might not be the first play, but we're going to take one. So went out there, lined up, and just thinking, man, I got to do something for the team.
There you go. You go. You did.
Yes, sir.
You did. Well, you talking about coming out. We did start a little slow. JT, I've been around this game. I've been broadcasting for 36 years. I'm 62 years old. I've been around this game for over 50 years. I've been coming to Greyhound football games for 55 years. I have never seen a team that had every opportunity in the world to quit and lay down, except tonight when you guys didn't do that. I've never seen a team not do it when they had y'all had every opportunity to lay down and quit, and you didn't do it. How do you guys keep coming back like that?
Man, one thing Coach talk about is just keep fighting. And that's what we do.
Well, you fought from the very beginning. Things didn't go right. We're down 21-3 at the half, or 21-2, excuse me. And we come out and those guys get 2 touchdowns to start the third quarter, and then it gets 35-2. And I mean, we're sitting here thinking, well, that's it for us. But the offense just kept plugging, and the defense made some stops. That's a great football team we played out there.
Yes, sir.
Talk about some of those athletes that they had on their side of the ball.
I mean, man, that just athletes that can run, catch, they can do it all.
Yeah, at every position, didn't they?
Yes, sir.
Did in every position. I do know this. Our team is good enough to play these guys again. Not only are we going to get to play this Friday night, we get a home game. If we win that, we get another home game. There's a lot of season left for you guys.
Yes, sir.
So let me ask you a little bit about what Coach Hinsley just told you down there on the field. Talk a little bit about that. What did he tell you guys?
Man, he just told us, like, we just got to work hard. We got to focus on playoffs now.
That's right.
This game over with.
He talks all the time about the preseason, the first 3 games, the non-conference. Then he talks about that second season. Then the most important thing, you got to get into the playoffs, and you hope to get a good draw. And we got in, and we got a good draw, and we got a chance to make some noise. And these Hounds are going to make some noise.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I'm excited about how hard you guys play. I know that Cash Forrester he was getting hit a time or two tonight. But, again, your 2 touchdowns, phenomenal catches from you, and just you try to get open on every play. Sometimes you don't get open, and sometimes you make touchdown catches even when you're not open.
Yes,
and
sir.
You did that tonight, did you not?
Yes, sir.
JT, what do you like about school? What's going on in school? What do you like? What's your favorite subject?
I like math, but I ain't taking that class right now.
Oh, is that right? Okay,
yes,
good. Like a math guy. I used to could do a little math. I had Gloria Holden. I could do a little 2 + 2, and boy, when it got into that algebraic equation, I didn't quite do so well. But I enjoyed playing for the Newport Greyhounds. I know that.
Yes, sir.
Hey, listen, good luck to you guys. Got a great opportunity. I'm telling you, got a great opportunity to make a great run here in these playoffs. Everybody's going to be talking about this football team for years to come. JT Haynes, he's our George Kell Motor Company player of the game. Thank you, my friend.
Thank you.
Mark Hinsley, head football coach of the Newport Greyhounds, athletic director, and the Hounds lose a tough football game, 62-45. We had a little conversation before we got on. Coach, we as a group in the booth said as good an effort as I can ever remember in all my years of Greyhound football, because our football team had an opportunity to quit.
Yeah.
They had an opportunity to quit at half, and then especially with 2 minutes gone in the third quarter, and we're down 35-2.
Yep.
We should have quit. And our kids just kept battling. Talk a little bit about our effort.
Well, if you're ever around me enough, you're going to hear the word grit come out of my mouth, numerous times, and that's what I preach to these kids, is being gritty, is to not quit and trying to be resilient, just to keep after it. And that was the spiel at the beginning of the game,
right? And
then I think it took us a half to figure out what we really needed to do, and we went in half and we talked about, we need more gut. We need to go as a gut check at half, and we need to be more gritty coming out, and we did a better job coming out in the second half and playing gritty, and I can say that for the kids, is they did finish. And you
Absolutely.
know, that's the one thing that is sickening as a coach, is to see your team not finish, just to lay down. And our kids didn't do that. And it's like I told them out there on the field, is with every loss there is a lesson, and we need to play 4 quarters of ball. And that was the spill I gave them. You know, the team that focuses and fights for 4 quarters is the team's going to win this ball game.
Sure.
And you know, that's the road we made ourselves.
Well, before we got on here, we talked a lot about their quarterback and defensively, us doing the things that we worked on. We did our job time after time again, and then something happened where we did our job so well, and then all of a sudden they get a scramble, and you look up and they throw a touchdown pass. And we did our job. We did what we were supposed to do.
I've been talking about it all week, and I talked to y'all about it right then. Was the hardest play in defense for defense to play against is a scramble play.
Sure.
I mean, there is nothing there. When you do everything right, they can make a play.
Sure.
And you know, it doesn't matter if you're in man coverage and you're chasing a guy and then you stop and try to make a play, or if you're in zone and you're setting. When that guy gets a head of steam coming up and he's coming at you, it's a hard play to defend. People don't realize how hard it is when a guy's got a head of steam and you're having to make a play. You know, I'll hand it to them, man. That's what they do, and they do it well. But athletes, man, just athletes all over the field, and the scramble play definitely hurt.
You know, and they had several times where they dropped the football on the ground, and it just bounced right back to them, or they fell right on it. I said, boy, they need to get a fumble here, and they fumble the ball, and they're right back on it, or they pick it up and they run 30 yards. You know, another scramble play. You know, here's what I look at. You say, well, we gave up 62 points, and you go, I thought we played pretty well defensively. I really did. I thought we played okay. We scored 45 on a pretty good bunch.
Yeah. No, hey, I'll say it. I don't care the score. I don't care what anybody may say. We're a good football team.
We are a good football team.
And I'll argue with you to you. I don't care. We're a good football team. We just need to learn some lessons and use that going forward, because we are a good football team. And they're I mean, we saw what they have, but we're a good football team, and I think going forward, I want to learn a lesson and use that going forward in the playoffs, because that's what's so special about playoffs. We talk about it all the time up here and down, everywhere we go.
Sure. Is
that it's the third phase of our season, and it's win or go home, and so I'm looking forward to starting playoffs.
As disappointing as it might seem to have been tonight, when you're battling for a conference championship and you come up a little short in that effort, and then you go, wait. We get to play next Friday night.
That's right, here.
We get to play here.
Yeah.
And then if we win that one, we get to play here again.
That's right.
Win or lose. So I'm pretty excited about where we're going, Coach.
Yeah, and you're right. And that was the spiel to the kids is we're control yourself. We're still a team here. You're still brothers in there. We're pull yourself back together and think about big picture going forward. And,
absolutely.
And that's a lesson learned, and that's what we're going to go back to work on Monday, and that's what we're going to try to do, because we're looking, and we're looking for 5 more weeks.
Sure.
That's the expectation. That's what we want to be in, and so I'm just going to give it to our kids to come back to work Monday and get after it.
Well, I'm going to tell you this, and I said this on the air. If there's a conference that's got 2 teams as good as Osceola and Newport, they've got one heck of a good conference.
I'm telling you, I think our conference, and I could be wrong, but our conference is solid.
I think
it
so
really
too.
is. And for the 3A, it's a solid conference. You're talking about Walnut Ridge and Hoxie's, and it's a good conference.
Yeah, it is.
And if that's their one, man, they're good.
I'll
give them credit. I'll give them credit.
I'm looking forward to the stretch run. You can't win the second one till you win the first one.
That's exactly right.
We'll win game 1. We're going to come out. We're going to prepare. I talked to JT, and JT said, we talked about it. He said, we just came out a little slow. We knew we were a little sluggish. We had to get it going in the second half. We did. And we just kept talking, Coach, about how amazed we were to – it always happens where you get close – and then you give up one, and you go, okay, and now it's over. Now you give up 3 in a row, and then and then it just. But it never happened that way. They get up 28 points, and they get up 34 points, and they never got to 35. And then we cut it down, and we cut it down again, and they get a long blooper something of it and score, and we come back and score. We just kept battling and kept fighting back time after time again.
That's what you need to be proud of.
I'm more proud of that than anything that I saw, and I think this football team has a chance to be as special as we can.
You're right. Anytime that they keep fighting like that, they're going to keep stuff in games.
Mark Hinsley, my friend, I know it's a little disappointing. Head up. We're looking forward to this great stretch run we're going to have. I hope it's 5 weeks, my friend, and I would not be disappointed if it was.
You ain't kidding.
For our crew, for Hayden Schultz, for Ben Black, for Big Josh Nation, David Black is the coach, Mark Hinesley. Until next time, go Hounds.